Hello. So today we're going to rank all the Pyro characters that we have so far in the game, 4 stars and 5 stars, and we have total of 14. I counted it, and I was a bit surprised the fact that we only have 14 Pyro characters. And before Arlecchino's release date, which is coming real soon, I hope you guys are excited because I'm very excited about this character. I just wanted to do a tier list for all the pirate characters that we have so far. Alright, so here we have the tier list, and I dragged all the pirate characters onto the top. And we're gonna go first with Amber. You get her for free, and she's amazing when it comes to your first journey in Mondstadt, and she helps you with your chest quests, burning those vines, and also lighting up those torches. And that's about it. I know that the more constellations that you unlock, the better she gets as a support character. But Amber's constellation is as rare as limited 5 star because you can only get her from the standard banner, and I know for a fact that nobody's pulling in for the standard banner because why would you do that? All right, so Amber, I am gonna put her in the D list. This is just my opinion, and if you don't agree with it, that's completely fine. And I would like to know your opinions down in the comment section, so please, let me know. Incite me if I said something wrong or inaccurate. I don't mind being enlightened by Genshin community. So Shangling, you also get her for free, and she's a 4 star, just like Amber. And I'm still gonna put her in the S rank because she's a strong off-field DPS. And the next character that we have down here pairs very, very well with Shangling, and Shangling works really well with well, she's part of the national team, and she's great with Vaporize because I use her with Furina sometimes, and it's amazing the amount of damage that she outputs. And Benny, we all know Benny is the low key, well, I wouldn't even say low key, high key, the Pyro Archon. Natlin is around the corner by the end of this year. I think that's when we're going to get introduced to Natlin, which I'm very excited about. But for the Pyro Archon, we already have him, and that's Benny Boy because Benny is a bonker. He is. He provides heal, he provides buff, and the fact that his constellations makes him stronger. Now, this 4 star, I think her name is Shenyan or Sinyan. I was about to put her in the S list. No, she goes all the way in D. I know she provides some sort of shield. She's a claymore user, and I don't. I she has a very cool animation, and that's about it for me. I don't enjoy playing with this character. This character feels like she's out of place. Now, Diluc, I'm gonna be nice. Diluc is another Claymore Pyro character, but he's a 5 star, our first 5 star in the C list. Diluc, you can get him from the standard banner, and also if you lose your 50/50, unfortunately you will see his face, his very handsome face, but I think I have him at C1, and I don't want his constellations, meaning I don't want to lose my 50/50. And Diluc, his elemental burst is nice, but it's pretty difficult when the enemies are constantly moving because once the Phoenix comes out, it just has one direction to go. And if the enemy moves, that's it. And these days, all the enemies are very mobile unless you're fighting a boss. But And Diluc, he has a Pyro infusion, which is also good as well, but for Vaporize, he's good. But I don't enjoy using him as well. Now, Klee, I'm going to put Klee in the B list because she is a very good Pyro DPS. She's kind of clunky to play with. You have to learn how to play with this character. Compared to Diluc, she's better. Now we have Yanfei. Yanfei, I'm going to put her in the B list because she provides shield with her C4. And if you build her right, she is pretty good, especially with the Vaporize and also her strong attack. Well, her charge attack is pretty good. And Hu Tao is going to be in the A list because she's a great single damage dealer, and also she her most of her damage comes from her charge attack, and we all know that charge attack consumes stamina. But if you learn how to jump cancel with her charge attack, you can do more damage by doing more charge attack. But if you don't know how to do that, and if you don't have her C1, this character feels pretty limited. But now I know people will say, oh, you just have to learn how to play with this character, like jump cancel, so that way you can output as much charge attack as possible. But some people just don't like doing that. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have her? No. Was there a time where I wanted to pull for her? Yes, because of the character design, her backstory, and but the gameplay was okay for me. It was an amazing gameplay, and I did not care for the charge attack, cancel, jump. I did not like that at all. Hu Tao, she's pretty good with the Vaporize team. I like it. She's gonna be in the A list. Now, Toma. The weird thing about Toma is when he first came out, well, when he was introduced in Inazuma storyline, I really liked the character design. And I was excited as well because I'm like, oh, another polearm Pyro character. Let's see what he brings. And he brought shield, but with his shield, you have to build it up with his elemental skill and also elemental burst. And during his time in Inazuma, he felt out of place, like Cookie. And when we got introduced to Dendro with the version, well, it made sense why Hoyoverse released this character because of his shield and also version. Homa, he's okay with version, but other than that, he's kind of like out of place with other reactions. Now, the next character we have is Yoimiya. Now, Yoimiya, I have to put her next to Hu Tao because Yoimiya is like she's like a bow version of Hu Tao. And they both are similar when it comes to single damage DPS. And they're both great when it comes to the bosses. But Yoimiya, when it comes to her, you do need a shield because you have to perform all of her normal attack animations because the last animation provides the most damage. I do have Yoimiya. Do I play with her? I do play with her here and there. I enjoy her when it's like in Spiral Abyss floor 12, if it's a like current Spiral Abyss. I think the second floor, I think we have bosses throughout the whole 3 floors. And I played with her with the Vaporize. I also paired her with Furina. She did great. She's still very strong. Like when it comes to bow characters, they sometimes become very boring. Too boring, too simple. Now Dea got shafted, let's just be honest. The character, when they first released this character design, I genuinely fell in love with this character design. She was like kind of out of norm, like she was just very different, masculine but also very feminine, and she looked very strong. And then they messed it up. This character just plays funny, like, and with Dendro, okay, but it's I don't enjoy her at all. Do I have her? Yes. Did I pull for her? No, I lost my 50-50, and that says it all, right? The fact that she's in a standard banner, Hoiwer is like, yeah, there you go. So she's with Duluk and Jean. And I don't really know her constellations. I don't know if her constellation makes her better, but for me, the character itself, the kit, it's not satisfying at all for me. And unfortunately, she's going to be in D list. Now, Linny, I know Linny is very strong because I played him in the character trial. And did I pull for him? No, I did not. But I do like his kit. I thought he was gonna play like Ganyu, where it's all about charge attack. Even though he does rely on his charge attack to provide damage, but also his kit doesn't fully revolved around his charge attack, and that's what I like about Linny. Now Chevreuse, I'm gonna put her in the B list because of the overload. Um, she pairs well with Pyro and Electro character in your team, and I think if you have just these two elements in your team, you can fully you can take full advantage of her support. And I tried her with I think Raiden, Benny Boy, and I needed another Electro battery, so I think I did Official and of course Chevreuse. And the damage that Raiden was dealing was pretty amazing. Kind of similar to like having Kazuha in your team. And she's fun to play with. It's funny enough. She's a polearm user, but I like her gun mechanic. The latest Pyro character that was released was Gaming with Shen Yun. And I'm gonna put Gaming in the C list. The reason why is because he pairs very well with Shen Yun. Because Shen Yun's elemental burst provides this factor where all of your characters can do plunge attack without climbing, and with that and Gaming's kit, it really mashes well. But without it, Gaming feels a bit off, but not completely off like those characters in the D list. But the character design is amazing. I like his hoodie and um, I think it's called Wushu Dance. I like that as well. I really enjoyed his trailer. And yeah, Gami's going to be the C list. So there we have it. Those are the all released characters that we have. Pyro characters. Total of 14. And now we're going to have our 15th Pyro, which is going to be a 5-star polearm user. And I can only predict that she's going to be in the S list because this character, she's shaping out to be pretty cool, complicated, but also cool. Very amazing to look at. I'm definitely going to summon for her, for sure. And I have a guaranteed 5-star because I lost 50-50, and for me, the sad thing about this character, I'm not going to release any information about her in here because I don't want to spoil anything. But what I have learned so far, I think she's shaping out to be a really good DPS. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go for her C1 or her signature weapon, but signature weapon banners are it's always a scam. Genshin's been now on this like a consistency when it comes to C2. They make the C2 very, very strong. So there's like incentive of pulling for constellations. So early strong constellation is becoming more common now with 5 stars. Most likely I'm going to go for a constellation than her signature weapon, but her signature weapon looks so amazing with the character. And I do go for the aesthetics more so for the meta build, but I don't know. So there we have it. There you have it. The Pyro tier list that we have. And if you don't agree with it, that's completely fine. Comment down below who's your favorite Pyro character and who do you main. And if you want to enlighten me on any of these characters, especially the ones that are listed low, Um, Let me know in the comment section and let's have a nice conversation. And I do want to thank you for stopping by and please like so that way you can support this channel, very small channel of mine. And I'm also gonna do a summoning for Arlecchino, so look out for that. And that's about it. All right, so I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.